All right. Now, wait, what do I do? Let's go through the interior, shall we? Okay. So these are the side mirror switches, very straightforward. Every single button in this car is straightforward, is self-explanatory. Okay, so toggle left, right, and then you can adjust them. This one to fold them, and then lock and unlock. All right, and then this is your memory seats, window switches. This one I noticed, even though it sits rather flush, very easily touch it and activated child lock. Not a complaint. This whole panel is plastic. It has that soft touch rubbery feel, which a lot of ex-BMW owners or BMW owners, no, ex-BMW owners, because it no longer happens in new BMWs, they were petrified when they see this material. But I have a strong belief that Koreans and Japanese wouldn't commit the same mistake. I don't think it will turn rubbery. It's just not in line with Hyundai's tradition of making long-lasting interiors. All right, smooth to the touch. There is a little bulge over here which feels very nice when you grip it. A bit overdone. You don't need to, but they did it anyway. And it's not a pass-through, so you can put stuffs over here. Case, for example. Yeah, that's caused by the bulge, but it's all right. Okay. Rubberized mat inside. Now all this, when you touch it, is soft touch, but it's a layer, a thin layer with a little bit of foam covering what is hard plastic underneath. It's all right. This one is hard, but not the low quality type. Your knuckles don't hurt. Okay, this panel is soft. Feels like soft leather, but very likely is again man-made leather. Okay. Pull once, unlock, pull second time, and it opens. Okay. Now, the door bin. Given that this is 2025, and given that this is not a supercar, this has got to be one of the worst door bins ever. Especially for an SUV. Why? The speakers are here. There is nothing here. And this whole bulge has no reason to be there. I mean, there are so many cars with decent door cards and door bins, and this one is okay, executed well. This one is plastic material with some patterns, but somehow this one is just horrific. There's just so little space. It's long enough. Look at this. It suggests a bottle, right? You can't put a bottle because, I mean, you can if the bottle is small enough. Let's see. Yeah, you can. You roughly could. You see, it's no longer sitting well already because this thing is blocking. There's not enough height clearance, even though you sort of show people that, oh, there's a bottle holder, but this one, you can barely sit properly in there. I do not know why this, because it's so easy. There's so much space here. The speakers are here, right? You can let this whole thing not be so fat, which has no reason. And then this one is bad. The door cards are bad. The door bins are bad. This is a fuse. What does it say? Push. It's a fuse box. Again, 2025. We don't need this. All right. A lot of people would mistake this as a compartment and pull it off. This is interesting. Out of nowhere. Look at this neural pattern. You see the neural pattern? Very sophisticated, right? You can't find it anywhere else on the car. I don't know from which car they plug it off, but it just, out of nowhere, it doesn't suit any part of this car. Okay? Probably one can argue the hexagonal pattern is somewhat, But anyway, these are just observations again. I'm not nitpicking. Lane keep assist, you can turn on and off here. Okay, and then hold it to open the boot. Traction control, adjust your headlights. Okay, you see the car is very silent now because it's operating through its battery. I'm averaging 6.9 liters to 100 km. considered very fuel efficient for the size of the car, and I've never done any form of, you know, trying to be fuel saving. I drive quite fast with this car. All right, steering wheel. All these buttons are fantastic to press, you know, no nonsense like, you know, Volkswagen Group, BMW, Mercedes, or single panel, all that nonsense. This one, I can be driving with my eyes on the road and my thumb just go down and press whatever. I can feel everything. And I love this execution. It may not be the prettiest, but it certainly is functional and pragmatic. Okay, this one toggles this one. Press once, this one pops up. This one shows you whether you are on engine. You see, I step on the throttle now. See, the engine fires up and then charges the battery. Now it's back off, okay, because I'm not moving. Press it once more. You can adjust a plethora of stuffs here, and it's so easy to use, so self-explanatory. Okay, up, down. So up, down does this. Driver assistance, I press in, and then I can change a lot of settings using just this one. I appreciate that instead of going through this screen, you know, thumbing through everything with my eyes not on the road. This one I can be pressing stuff, and you see it scrolls the word just to highlight which one you selected. There's a lot of little stuffs that you know, they do well in this car. Okay, see, I can change it to active assist or warning only, and I actually came in here to do some adjustments. Like, I don't even want the lane keep assist because it makes a beep. The beep is pretty loud. All right, and the blind spot for me is, yeah, I can see view, but I don't want the warning. You know, I turned it off for the warning. All right, and there's a lot of stuff that you can adjust straight up from the steering wheel, and I appreciate that. And there's one thing that irks me with this car. I switch off the car and it only unlocks the two front doors, not the rear doors. So I actually, no, it doesn't unlock all doors when I switch off the car. Then I managed to come in here, door, auto lock and auto unlock. Auto unlock, I put it at vehicle off. So the moment I switch off the car, then everything unlocks, which I appreciate again. So there are so many things to adjust just from here alone using this single button. Okay, and let's go back. I press this again. Tire pressure display, you know, drive to display. Yes, you have to roll the car. And I use this all the time when I go long distance driving. You know, when you're on long distance driving, right, the only thing you should display is your tire pressure, not your fuel consumption meter, because no matter how you show your fuel consumption meter, doesn't change the fact on how you drive, right? This one press and it turns on adaptive cruise control. Very, very easy. And I like the fact that they separate it to two buttons, so I can turn off adaptive cruise control without turning on lane keep assist, right? I press this, both are on, and then when traffic jam comes up, I want to be able to control the steering myself. I turn this off and then I drive myself, you know. Traffic jam, by right, should be using this automatically, but in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, there's a lot of motorcycles. We allow lane splitting, so when traffic is heavy, we all tend to keep right. If I'm in the fast lane, the inside most lane, I will keep right to maintain a larger gap for motorcycles to pass through. If I'm on the leftmost lane, I will keep left, and usually lane keep assist sort of wants to come back to the middle of the road, but the car is chill. I can pull my steering wheel gently. It doesn't panic the car. In certain Chinese cars, you pull it, you're not doing according exactly to what it wants to do. It turns off the entire thing. You lost your adaptive cruise control. Until you let go, it keeps back the lane and it turns back on. All right, this one adjusts the distance. I am of the opinion that even at the furthest distance, it is not far enough for certain speeds. It is rather close to the car in front. I would prefer to have a slightly more spacious distance, but overall, this car has one of the best L2 adaptive cruise control in the industry. Certainly better than any Japanese makes that I have tried. All Japanese makes lose out to Hyundai's, and I think this one is on par with Volvo, BMW, Geely, Proton. They are also that good. I mean, it's from Volvo anyway. Okay, on this side, volume control, next previous song, phone, it's so simple. It is so simple. I just love it. Okay, this one changes your whether it's Bluetooth or radio or whatnot. Okay, they call it mode. And then this one is then over here. I see the hexagon pattern over here. So quick access to adjust your temperature. Oh, what a luxury in today's world, right? And here is all the aircon controls. Everything is one click. It's so easy, and there is a satisfying. See, the button feels really good, just like BMW buttons. All right. Here's the aircon vents. This one is a bit silly. Most cars, you have a dial to adjust the volume of air, right? You want, okay, let me first, the caveat. Off, I press once. This is level 1, okay? Level 1 also has a considerable volume of air coming out. So this morning, even at 24 degree, I felt it's rather cold. I wanted to go even gentler. It couldn't. That's the lowest it does. And in most cars, you can reduce the volume of air coming out, right? I already activated basically face and feet to reduce the amount of air. But in most cars, I can just roll down the jog to reduce the volume of air. This one couldn't. Why? Because pushing it all the way to the left is turning it off, like shutting it, right? So just barely opening it allows a lower volume of air, but it's blowing that side, not the driver. So if you want it to blow you have to open it all the way, and then yeah, that's the thing with the aircon vents. Okay, now down here, the this is self-explanatory. You know what? Just a while ago, no, I recently only realized this. Whenever I saw these, okay, the PRND button type on the console, or Porsche or Volkswagen, this tiny little gear stick, right? I always felt like, come on, it's nonsense, it's still there, it's still occupying the space, blah 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 blah. Little did I know, after driving my my Aston to Thailand for 2 weeks and back, right? It's a long drive, right? All the way to northern Thailand and all that. So that car, the Aston, has the PRNDs, on top of the dashboard, right? PRND, and there's nothing here, right? So I'm so used to it. And then when I got back in my in KL, I sent my Aston to Mike's garage for service, and I was driving my BMW. Out of nowhere, I suddenly felt the gear stock is such a nuisance to exist on the dashboard. I kid you not. I lambasted all the tiny gear levers, and I was like, oh, I love BMW's, chicken drumstick or gear lever and all that, right? But after having no gear stock at all on the center console for almost 2 weeks, I came back and I was like, what is this thing doing here, not serving any purpose when I'm driving, because it's an automatic gear anyway, right? Yeah. So now I am a fan of Mercedes-Benz gear stock, which is on the steering column, just out of the way and not occupying any space on the center console. If it is buttons, you can move it out of the way, right? And here it can be a compartment, right? Yeah, I prefer this spot to be. I prefer to use this area to put stuff, just chuck things. I know you can over there, but see, I can barely reach the whole thing and I can't see. So it looks nice, but it's actually not as easy to utilize compared to having a giant compartment here. I'm talking about industry, I'm not talking about this car, right? This is well executed. All this is so easy, so within touch. Okay, now this one changes your drive modes. Look at that, sporty. One toggle again. This is auto, a smart, okay? Very nice interface. Eco's interface is just about all right. No complaints there because Hyundai totally makes use of LCD, right? Put on the signal. Look at that. I mean, these cars have 360-degree cameras anyway, right? There is a camera underneath the side mirror, and they fully utilize it. When you want to turn left, it shows you your entire blind spot. Turn right, the blind spot. BMW, you've been doing all the nonsense here and you never do something so useful, right? Just copy Hyundai and admit it, all right? This is a freestanding screen, not the highest screen, not the biggest screen, not the highest resolution, not the best graphics. You know, the graphics are a bit drab, if anything. I mean, how do I exit Android? How do I exit? Oh, Hyundai. That's how I exit, right? There we go. Rihanna. Look at the whole menus. Yeah, it's straightforward. It's easy to use. It may not be the most attractive form of interface, but it's all right. Totally okay. All right. All right. So down here, I love these, man. The aircon seats. They are nice. Okay, they are nice, and that's how you operate them. Okay. Now here we have what is a cup holder or a bottle holder. When it's so deep, it's no longer a cup holder, provided it's a Starbucks Grande or something, right? Yeah. I'll take this off now. I couldn't find a USB-C port in the car. It's all USB-A. Okay. This one turns on and is it turned on and off the wireless charger? Yeah, it's an indication of the wireless charger. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that. That's the dumbest placement of wireless chargers I've seen. Okay. Dumb. It's just dumb. Okay, and over-engineered and unnecessary and just outright stupid. Okay, why? Let me explain this to you. Now, I'm a Samsung Fold user, okay, with a casing. Okay, I'm not saying it's dumb because this one doesn't fit. No. So, you can see the wireless charging pad, right? And by placing a phone this way, it's out of the way. Right? You don't occupy real estate over here because straight, instead of lying down, you occupy everything above, right? Straight, and they are so clever. They have this trapdoor that is spring-loaded. Extremely clever. Wow, there's a trapdoor. That means the trapdoor can help you to clamp your phone tightly towards the wireless charger. So let's say you have a Samsung Note, you have an iPhone, whatever, you just slot it in. You just slot in and it stays secure there. Very nice. Now, it doesn't fit my Samsung Fold, but if I take away the casing, hold on a while, let me try and put you guys, wait, will this work? Oops, I wonder if it'll work. Okay. So now I'm gonna take off the casing. Okay, once I take it off, this is a Samsung Fold 4. You will see that. Sorry, I kept on losing my voice. You will see that it fits easily. All right, and then it charges. Right now, what is Bobby complaining about? It's out of the way. Doesn't occupy any space, doesn't block anything, right? It's fantastic, right? Let me tell you something. Because I only realized that it is a wireless charger on the second day. At first I thought it's some random compartment. So this is how the key looks like. I put the key here. Alright? And I've been doing that for 2 days until I realized this one can be pushed down. Now, may I ask you, if, oh, this is scary. You get where I'm going, right? If I drop the keys in and the flip came back up, I'm done. I'm done. I have to drive to the service center to remove the entire center console to retrieve whatever that is inside. Let's say it's not a car key. Let's say it is something else, a small object that inevitably, let's say somebody, this is very normal in any car, right? You drop something there and while you're driving, you don't see it. And then you take out your phone, you want to slot it. What will happen? When you do this, it will push the cap and push the flap open and the cap drops in and your wireless charger can't be used anymore because when you're trying to charge, there's a cap below it. It wouldn't sit fully down and you can't retrieve the cap provided you have some special tools. It's nice, but no, don't. Okay? Hyundai, don't do this anymore. You're just asking trouble. Yeah, people will visit your showroom to, oh, can you help me retrieve this? Oh, I dropped a pen in there. Oh. Never ever do something like that Anyway, you can just put the wireless charger down there. They put their phone down there. Done. Okay? Nothing much. This one, okay, there's a tray here. There's a deep compartment here. There are no aircon outlets over here. Straightforward. I, for one, don't think center consoles need a locking mechanism. You just do an ultra strong hinge and just put it down here, just like the MG5. Okay. Now the seats, you have the Boss function. Rear passengers can adjust the seat. Pretty alright. Standard fare, not super plush or super high quality leather seats. The shape is just okay. Here, okay. This one, gold standard. It doesn't look special, but you put your head here, oh my god, it's so nice. It's so comfy, this part. This one is just normal. Somehow this one is ultra plush and soft and it's very nice. Okay, there is a additional compartment over here. See that? Okay, it's too dark. Okay, there you go. Right, there's a compartment here. So nothing much. Nice leather wrap or man-made leather wrap. Okay. Yep, very large glove box, not covered in felt because Genesis has it, so Santa Fe couldn't. But if you put it, people will buy you over a CRV. You get what I mean, Hyundai? Just because you have a luxury brand above doesn't mean you shouldn't go all out and challenge your bigger brother to out-luxury them or just do things that, seals you a deal, right? I really like the headliner's material. It's softer than the usual Japanese stuff and it looks more durable than the usual European stuff. It just feels more durable. This one feels like it won't droop, after being put under the sun for a couple of years. Some of the biggest mirrors in the industry, I love it. The other day I was saying why a China car maker can give you a full length mirror and then the Japanese, German, all tiny mirrors. This one is perfect. A giant mirror over here, but it still uses this slap mechanism. This is seriously funny. This thing has been around for the longest time and it has remained to be one of the most funniest auto off lights in the industry. Alright, so you see this button, when you turn it on, it's ultra protruded. Why? Because it needs this bugger to slap on it to turn it off. Who came up with this? It's hilarious. Alright, what else I haven't covered? The cameras. Alright, the cameras are is this touchscreen? Oh yes, it is. Okay, so you can change different modes. It's not the highest res, but totally usable. Okay, higher res than Lexus LS500H cameras. Okay, let's hop into the rear seats and go through the car in further details. All right. Oh crap, isn't unlocked. There we go. Okay, now coming to the back seats. It's a spacious affair here. Look at that. Now you're seated rather high and the seat back, you can see the seat back is This is like what, you know, this is like those third row, I'm talking about the seat back, it feels like those third row seats in some smaller MPVs, because you have to push this up to sit on it, and then this is short, you see, that's the back of my knee, this is short, and it's designed for children. Yeah. Okay, nothing much. So I would say this whole car, right, the seats, the affair with the seats, right, the seats are more like B segment seats. They don't feel plush. Okay, they may have some design and all that, but the leather that they use is also rough. The seat back is short, more suitable for children. Probably this one aids in folding and all that. I'll see where it goes. There are seat belts at the back, so you know there are still seats hidden underneath. This one, these are the nets. Okay, the USB-A, and here is a socket, but it's the 2-pin type, not the Malaysia type. Okay, but at least it's 220 volts, and oh, I can optimize the seat some more to make it just enough, and that means it's time to unleash the third row. Ouch! Oh, very hard to get down once the doors don't open 80 or 90 degrees, 70-degree door, which I hope could have been more. Now, how do I, let's see, there's a lever over here. Push this, something's supposed to happen. Oh, that's my uncle's. Oops. Yep. Two more seats over here. Let's remove the tonneau cover. Okay, that's the best it does. Oh, because this is bad. This is bad. You need to push this up to sit, but you need to push it down to fold. But at least you can do this. Does it fold more to aid entry? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, at least when it folds flat, can you imagine the luggage that you can carry? Okay, let's go to the back. Now, this is how the car looks from the back. They merely just added this just to look more in line with 2025 cars. It's actually a heavy facelift. Alright, let's see. The seatbelts are here. Let me figure out this. Oh, sorry. Can I? May I? Do I? I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, idiot. Perfect. Okay. Let me do this. Oh. Okay, that's a lot of work. Okay. Not super heavy. The tonneau cover is just about alright. Made of metal. There is a big piece of carpet over here. Some newspaper. If I pull this up, do I pull the whole thing up? Oh, this is nice. What? No way. Let me show you guys this. Okay. First of all, let me flip you guys back. Okay. First of all, do you see this? This indentation? Do you see these indentations? Right? So obviously, this one is for you to store the tonneau cover. And there's a cutout over here. And your tonneau cover is supposed to come and then it hits this. Because this is probably some local supplier stuff. But what the heck is this? Is this the extra battery? No. Or they moved the car's battery. Oh! So this car originally was designed to be able to hold the tonneau cover. Whose stuff is this? I don't even want to open it. So this car was designed to be able to store the tonneau cover, but because in the hybrid variant, they moved the car's battery here, you can no longer store your tonneau cover. So now your tonneau cover has to be put somewhere out there, or probably here. Wait, let me see. Oh, I can't. Okay, that should work. Okay, at least it sits snugly over here, and I don't think this will affect the third row seats. Now the question would be, is there, I see. Yeah, these are some local supplier stuff. Hi, there we go. Pull up the third row. I like SUVs that has a hidden seat there, right? It could have been just a SUV that you can have a large room to place your luggage and all that, but hidden within are 2 extra seats, just in case when you need it, right? Just in case. Now let's go there and have a try. Not easy to get in. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, oh, I'm doing some yoga stuff here. Oh, okay, that's not the most comfy. Oh shit. What? It locks? Okay. There are no latches over here, nothing. Everything is just there. And, oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's me, 5'11". And I get a USB-A rear aircon vents and second row, third row to fold down. I can press the button, not to go up. Yeah, and now I'm stuck. Okay, let's try. Let's try this side then. Shall. Oh, this button is called freedom. Okay, I went up the wrong side. So you go in and out from this side, okay? But still, for someone my size, yeah, not easy. Okay. Okay, now back you go, full, and this one. Okay, put everyone back to where they belong, and you can go really recline. If there are no rear passengers, you can go full recline. This is so nice. This recline angle is fantastic. Oh, when you recline this low, you don't even need to raise this. You don't need to raise the headrest. That is very nice. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done with this car. What's my verdict? It's a fantastic car, not without tiny little flaws, but as a car to drive, as a car to just deal with your daily stuff. How do I put it? As a car that is supposed to be a Hyundai, which is just for you to use it until it's worth nothing, and just to abuse the car until it's not worth anything, is fantastic. And then if you look at the front headlights, it's not in my opinion, it's not a particularly good looking car, but the merits are there, and I absolutely like how it drives. I absolutely like how easy it is to use, and rather fuel efficient. And yeah, it's a nice drive. It's a nice car. The transmission engine pairing is perfect. The lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and all that is perfect. There's a lot of USB ports. The aircon is super cold. What else do you want? Nothing particularly luxurious, but it's a job well done. Yeah. Okay. Cheers.